Hi guys! In this video we're going to be looking at adding and subtracting fractions. But instead of cross multiplying like our last video, we're going to be looking at changing the denominators using the LCM method. So to do that we need to look at the lowest common multiple of both denominators that we're working with. So in our first example we're working with 1/3 and 1/6. So the denominators are 3 and 6. Now, usually when you get better at this, you can just do this in your head, but we're going to write them down just for the moment so you understand what's going on. So, multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and so on. It goes on forever. Multiples of 6, 6, 12, 18, 24, and again they go on forever. So I can see there are common multiples of 6 and 18, and there'll be more down the track, but we don't need those. The one that we do need is the lowest common multiple, which is 6. So what we're going to do now is we're going to change both our denominators to 6. To change 3 to 6, we're timesing by 2. Now remember, whatever I do to the bottom, I must also do to the top. So I've got to times the numerator by 2 as well. So that first fraction becomes 2/6. Plus, we don't need to do anything to our next fraction, 1/6, which equals, remember our denominator does not change, so it stays 6, and our numerator turns to 3. Now, 3/6 can actually be simplified. To simplify it, I need to find the HCF, or the highest common multiple. In this case it's 3, so divide both top and bottom by 3, and I get half. For the simplifying stage, usually if you're in year 5 and upwards, you will need to simplify every fraction that you can. Okay, let's look at the next example. In the next example, our denominator is 10 and 15. So, multiples of 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and so on. Our multiples of 15, 15, 30, 45, 60, and so on. So already I can see 30, 30, 60, 60. Remember, we're only interested in the lowest common denominator. That tells me that my new denominator is going to be 30, plus something over 30. Now, to get 10 to 30, we need to times that by 3. So I'm going to times the bottom by 3, which means I need to times the top by 3, and I end up with 9. To get from 15 to 30, I times by 2. So I times the top by 2 as well. I end up with 2/30. When I'm adding them, the denominator stays the same. And I add the numerators, 11/30. I can't simplify that, so I'm going to leave that as is. Moving down to our next example. 5/8 take away 1/6. So we're doing subtraction this time. But exactly the same concept. Multiples of 8, 8, 16, 24, 32, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, and already I can see my LCM, which is 24. So I know that both of them are going to have 24 as our denominator. 8 times 3 gives me 24, so times 3 on top as well, that gives me 15. 6 times 4 gives me 24, so that becomes 4. When I'm taking away, remember the denominator does not change, it stays 24. 15 take away 4 is 11. I can't simplify that, so that's the answer, 11/24. Our last example. Okay, so denominators this time, 6 and 9. So we've we're going to do our multiples of 6 again. 24, 30, 36, and so on. 9, 18, 27, 36, and so on. We've got 18 and 36 already. But again, remember, we're only interested in the lowest number. So our lowest number is 18, which means our new denominator is going to be 18. 6 times 3 gives me 18, so I'm going to times 3 on top as well. That gives me 15. 9 times 2, so times 2 gives me 10. Now, our denominator does not change when we're doing our actual subtraction. We subtract our numerators. 15 take away 10 is 5. So our answer is 5/18. Hope this has helped with your LCM and your adding and subtracting fractions. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.